good people? It's your boy Icarus Gray.
And it's your homeboy Wordplay TJ.
And this is the No Rhyme or Reason podcast, where we talk about everything.
Everything for no reason at all. And we're live.
Yeah. What's good, people? It's your boy Icarus Gray.
And it's your homeboy Wordplay TJ.
And this is the No Rhyme or Reason podcast, where we talk about everything.
Everything for no reason at all.
We back in 4K on you.
Yeah. Doing that thing. It just had to break the fourth wall, huh? So today, we're talking about Large Sean and his new album, Better Me Than You. I really like this album, so we're going to talk about the themes, we're going to talk about the production, our favorite track, and then we're going to give it our arbitrary rating at the end of this episode. So I think we first should talk about the overall theme. This is Big Sean's sixth studio album. He's still with Def Jam, released under Finally Famous to Def Entertainment, and then licensed to Def Jam, and then licensed to UMG. So there's that thing.
Yeah.
But overall, what do you think stands out to you for this particular release?
I think this is like Sean's therapy album, or the benefits of therapy album. Like, these are the things that have happened in my life, how I've moved past them, how I've moved forward, how I've navigated all of the false rumors, fake rumors, Kanye stuff. Him being in the big three, I think he was dealing with that reality of how he fits within that, and just getting a mental peace, raising his son Noah. I don't know how much he touches on his relationship for real, because I feel like it's just a bunch of rapper bars and not really delving into their stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't dive deep into their relationship. He does talk a lot about them being freaky.
Yeah,
multiple times on the album.
Yeah, I did catch that. So it's a weird space, though. I do think randomly that the song with
hold on, don't do that yet, not yet.
What's the theme?
I gotta say my part first.
Okay, go ahead. Well, it's still a theme thing, but go ahead.
We gotta toss it, ping pong. Anyway, so some of the themes that I'm thinking about is this feels like if you put Law of Attraction into an album, this is the album. This is the, I'm bringing things to me. I'm attracting things to me. I'm not forcing anything.
Yeah.
I am strong enough in order for these things to come, and I put the stuff in place for me not to have problems in the future.
That is a good theming. I like that.
Yeah.
That might be the whole theming. I kind of see that through line there.
Yeah, but what you got?
I was just gonna say, I also think that I'm getting to the point to where I'm able to have a third eye on Lucy's, or songs that were meant to have other people. And I feel like something was supposed to have Janae on it. It feels like an old 2088 or whatever the name of their group was. But it feels like...
And Aaron's on that, right?
No, Sid from The Internet. Okay. Because there was one that I'm listening to, and I'm like, this is one of them songs that they would do together. And the topic that he seems to be addressing in terms of relationship stuff seems like it would have been one of their back and forth things. So I feel like he went into this wanting to be as vulnerable as possible, but then kind of pulled back and went like with what you're saying, which is the law of attraction.
Yeah. on top of that, when we have some of these themes, did multiple different kind of lyrical themes pop up for you?
Yeah, but like, I don't know. It felt more so like in the lyrical themes that Sean was being a bit light comparatively to what he has been, outside of like this, like two or maybe like four standout tracks where I'm like, oh no, this is Sean pushing for that lyrical bag. I felt like he was just being as direct and simple as possible. Like, I need you to understand exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think lyrically, he's the same him, but he only showed up on a lot of the records that he put out prior to dropping the album. And so when I'm listening to the album, I'm not really feeling the magic.
Yeah.
I'm listening to the album thinking that there's going to be some more magic on here. And the reality is that he put all the magic out before the album dropped. And so this rollout has been a little bit of a challenge for me because it's all the best things, the things that I really like about this album are already out.
Yeah. And he like came out the gate with, this is why I don't necessarily like the way rollouts happen nowadays for some artists, right? Or at least the bigger artists that we kind of enjoy. Because Precision was how he jumped out the gate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, if we get this for all 21 tracks, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I think Precision was nice. Him jumping out with Eminem and Baby Tron was nice. And then he came back with Yes on Up. And Together was
Forever.
Together Forever. And so like all of these singles that he released, it felt like he was building up to something. But yeah, it just kind of ended before the album came out. And so, again, I still think he took some of the magic out.
Yeah. So overall, like, I think the theming was pretty good. I think the Law of Attraction is like the best tie that we have to like a continual, like, this is why he made the moves he made kind of thing.
Yeah.
So let's get into the production. There were so many producers working on this album.
So name some of them.
So we got Binks, we got Big Sean doing a little bit, Aaron Allen Kane, Jasper Harris, Nami Banks, Presley Reger. We got Peter
Just
Lee
sprinkle them.
Johnson. We got Turbo. Can't forget about Turbo. Alchemist, obviously. Hit Boy did some things. BBY Kobe, Cash Cobain was on here. Oh, K Tronada was also on here.
Yeah.
DJ Khalil and obviously, I said the Alchemist earlier. But yeah, he went and got, I think, a lot of dope people in a very eclectic mix. Though, much like you said, I think he released all of the higher or majority of the higher BPM songs.
Yeah.
Because every other song is at a slower pace and doesn't seem to have that Big Sean bounce that I'm like typically used to throughout an album.
Yeah, that bounce really shows up on Yes.
Yeah.
And Precision. He's very introspective for most of the album.
Yeah.
And that lends to your take on, this is a therapy album. This is an opportunity for him to be his full self. And let go and be vulnerable on this record. I think overall the production felt cohesive. It didn't feel like any of these. Well, one of these tracks felt different. My Life at the end.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. The production on that felt more like this was one of those. Like, it felt like a much older song, especially because he went and got Ellie Goulding, which I feel like she's been in a cave somewhere hiding because she was everywhere for
I think
a
she's
while.
busy.
You know, she was on the God of War soundtrack. She was doing, well, she didn't do a song with Lupe. Lupe just remixed the lights. And then there was a couple other features sprinkled out here and there. I thought she was going to be the next Skylar Grey. It just
I
ended up on
mean,
everything.
she was for a little bit.
Yeah. So pulling her out, this one just kind of felt like a production, like this is something we had in the tuck kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because it sounded, you know, light and airy, but it also, I don't know. I'm going to ask you this. Did you feel like on some of these songs, it was like Sid or Ellie Goulding had a song and he just kind of got on it, or he finished a song and then just wanted to like add a sprinkle of something at the end?
No, I didn't get that.
Okay.
I didn't get that. I think most of these ideas are inspired by him. It feels like, it feels like a lot of these songs originated with his thoughts.
Okay. But overall, I get the production like really good rating of just like it did keep my interest. It might have gotten slow, but it didn't like lose my interest at any point.
There are times that it felt like he played around with the time signature a little bit.
Yeah.
And just kind of rapped out of pocket. I wonder if that's purposeful. It doesn't. Nothing was ever offbeat or, you know, just kind of wildly, you know, off kilter. It was just, you know, more on the downbeat or more on the upbeat, depending on the song. So he had a little bit of swing to his delivery, and that was nice to hear, because it led to some interest in your ear, you know.
Yeah. Which he has always been, I think, very, very good at. He's not one of those artists where I'm like worried about his beat choice and how he's gonna fit to that beat. And I think that's a product of, you know, being at the time a good music artist, and just having that Kanye aspect of how you look at beats and how you should place them on your album.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite song on this project?
This was kind of hard because Precision came out really, really strong. But I think what I was expecting to hear from the album is more of Together Forever. So I'm just going to go with Together Forever.
Okay.
Like, it was the most lyrical outing. And I like him in an Alchemist pocket. I thought I was going to get more out of his Hit Boy pocket, but given his interview with Charlemagne, I can see that what he said was just kind of like he felt like he was rushing and doing different things. He didn't get to like really sit with the music and enjoy the music. Mm-hmm. So maybe if he does another Hit Boy run, I'll get the album I'm thinking I'm supposed to be getting, but I definitely want a Big Sean and Alchemist something.
Yeah, I think that would be dope. My favorite track on here is Yes.
Okay.
Hands down. I think the way the beat hits, the way he attacks the music, and continuously, like, again, sets the tone for these things are going to come to me, and I don't have to sit here and beg for them. I put it together, and I make sure that these things show up for me, especially in my bank account. So just say yes. You know what I mean?
What is your, because we hardly ever do this, but what's your least favorite song?
The least favorite out of all of these, that's hard. I think the least favorite is Get You Back, honestly.
I was agreed. That's one of my least favorites because I like Sean in his relationship song bag, but like at the age we are now, the sex talking about sex Sean bag, the way like where he just like goes, this ain't for me, and I get it. This is for, you know, I'm not gonna say it this week because I don't want you to have to bleep me, but it's for them.
Sure. If you had a runner up, what would you select as a runner up favorite song?
Ooh, probably Yes.
Okay.
because I need the rapping Sean. I need the Sean that shows why he's up in that upper echelon of artists. I don't need making a hit or making like a more melodic song, Sean. Like that's cool, and helps the album. I just want you to rap because you wanted the best.
Yeah. For me, it was Million Pieces.
Ooh.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That one made me excited in a lot of different ways because I like when he shows that he does still have relationships with the people he was on the label with.
Yeah.
Because there's so much potential in that group of people.
Yeah. I think the folks on the album or on that song really showed out.
Yeah.
They, Tiana showed up, Larry June showed up, Premier definitely showed up.
Definitely showed up.
So all of that is great. By the way, we're gonna do a new thing. So people that are listening to the audio of this, we're gonna link to the songs that we talk about in the description, so that our YouTube videos don't get flagged, and this podcast doesn't get flagged on places like Spotify. All of these places are starting to crack down on using music and playing music within your podcast. And I don't want us to get our channels or our properties taken down because of that music being in there. So we're just going to link to the music via YouTube so you can listen to it and hear it and then come back. So it's probably best that you check out this podcast on YouTube in full, and then watch our short version of the podcast and see our take in real time. So if you want to do a deep dive, listen to the full thing, hear the songs on YouTube. If you just want a little bit of no rhyme or reason, be sure to check out the short version of the video every single week. And before we get into that, I'm gonna break to our sponsor. After our sponsor, we're gonna talk about some of the lyrics in this situation and what he may be getting at, and then we'll come back to that. So this episode is brought to you by Opus Clip. Opus Clip is an AI tool designed to give you social media clips for your long form content. If you're a podcaster, public speaker, vlogger, educator, even now a musician, you can use Opus Clip to make shorts, reels, TikToks with automatic captions, and you can even schedule those clips on social media. If the software makes a mistake, it's easy to edit your clip by adding and removing captions. We use Opus Clip to create our shorts for no rhyme or reason every week, and it's helped us grow. And the subscribers on this podcast, they gravitate towards those shorts. So it's free to use, but if you would like to get a hold of one of the paid tiers, they start at $15 per month. And follow our link down in the description, Opus Pro / via equals WPTJ. It's easier to just go to the link in the description.
And we're back.
So I really want to talk about some of the lyrics. I want to start with Apologize.
Yeah.
I believe that Apologize is directed towards Kanye West. That might not be verified, but it feels like the whole $6 million thing, the whole like Kanye West popping off at Big Sean and giving a fake apology. It seems like he had a lot to get off his shoulders in that song. What do you think?
I think the same. Because people have been wanting him to talk about it since the Drink Champs interview that Kanye did, and was just kind of like going off and doing all this other stuff, just being Kanye. And at this point, it's like, I feel Sean.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need it. Like, our relationship is what it is. I appreciate the things that I gained from it, but bridge burned. We ain't gotta be like, I ain't gotta be disrespectful about it. We ain't gotta go back and forth about it. It is what it is.
Wait a minute. Did you hear Big Sean? Why does this say Big Sean and Tupac?
I don't know. I
Genius
think
is
Genius
tripping. Anyway, I didn't.
Wait. Hold on. I got one for you. Look at this. So, the Genius annotation for fake ass, snake ass is
Backstabbers.
like
Somebody really struggled on this situation. The point I think I'm trying to make on Apologize, and it seems like some of the lyrics might go a little bit deeper. There may be some connections to Like That. There may be some connections to J. Cole apologizing
yeah.
in front of the whole world for the after responding to Like That. So I think that ultimately this is about Kanye West and that fake apology, and any other speculation might be reaching.
Yeah, but I also think it could have been somebody that was actually within his team would be the only other turn I could say on that.
Who on this team?
I can't think of anybody's personal name, but I just think it would have been somebody closer to him. Because I don't know. Kanye trying to hit his girl just seems weird and off to me.
I see what you mean. So like taking the lyrics literally.
Yeah, and I think he's being very intentional about that. Because at the time when I was listening, I was like, I didn't hear Kanye. I thought Drake for 2 seconds, but then we got into the lawyer cases stuff, and I was like, nah, this is somebody that was really supposed to be one of his partners that was like around him a lot. So I think it is probably an amalgam of all of those things. Mm-hmm. And just to like not, because people sue for defamation way more than what y'all think. To kind of like skirt that line and get away from that, I think he just kind of put all the people he needed to talk to and address together.
Well, you're not defaming anybody if you're telling the truth. So,
ooh,
just keeping it solid, right? You know what I mean? That's not defamation if you're being honest. So. You mentioned some lyrics
on It Is What It Is. Is that the name of the song with him and Gunna?
Yeah, I don't know. You had it.
Let me see. Let me get to it. Yeah, It Is What It Is. And so in Sean's verse, he goes and says, let me find the line. There we go. All right. And there was no reason for him to do this because he was like, we're going to see who get the last laugh. And we do one more number. What? And I'm like, okay. I know you're addressing Drake. There's no other person that you could be addressing. Because that's Drake on first person shooter to make the connection for you people. When he's big as the what? And all of that. So, and I don't think it was like a diss. I think it was just saying, I'm doing more numbers with what I got going on right now. If we're having the discussion, I'm in the discussion. Again,
I'm in the big three discussion.
Or I'm just one of them artists. I'm still one of them ones. I still do numbers. I still bring in all these things. And I'm able to do comparable numbers to the person that y'all feel is the biggest number getter.
Got it.
So I don't think it was like, ooh, I'm trying to like dogpile beef on Drake. I think it was just more one of those I'm flexing.
Yeah.
But if that's where I feel like that'll be where most people do the most reaching is on that line.
Okay.
But yeah, that was a cool breakdown. Outside of that, everything else was very transparent and very to the point. Like we were saying earlier, therapy, goals, law of attraction, not dealing with bad energies anymore. Mm-hmm. Using a lot of, using his relationships. How do you feel about The Rock being on this album? Does that seem as random to you?
The Rock where?
The Rock, Dwayne Johnson was on his album. He calls him and talks to him like about.
Oh, on one of the skits?
Yeah. Like,
I didn't even listen to the skits.
Wow. Come on, man.
Look, if the first skit wasn't entertaining, so I was like, skip the skits.
Well, I'll give y'all a little small breakdown on these skits because there were some cool things in there and a cool thing that he did with his videos. So he was talking, or Dwayne called him, left a voicemail and was talking about his baby boy. He just kept saying his baby boy. And I'm like, has Sean not told you the name of his son? Like that was a little funny and weird to me. He had comedian CP, another guy from Detroit, on here, which I thought was cool. It was reminiscent of Nelly having Cedric the Entertainer on all his albums. So I thought that was funny and a good callback. But yeah, the Rock one was a weird thing to me because he mentioned it in a song earlier, like I think either before the skit, something about the Rock, and I was like, that's a weird friendship that you're talking about. And then like to hear him on the album, I was like, wait, what? What's going on here? When did this happen? Why is this happening? And then there was a random Kevin Hart shot by The Rock. He said, your baby boy is now almost a year old, still bigger than Kevin Hart.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but that was an interesting take of kind of like, oh, so this is where your relationships are now. Like on a kind of higher level, like, but I would also like the story of like how that connection was made.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't care why Big Sean knows The Rock.
All right. And the last thing before we get to these arbitrary ratings, shout out to the song was the You Are Who You Are Superstar. So he dropped the video for that. And he had a couple content creators, but most notably, he had RDC, the whole gang of RDC in his video, which
J. Cole,
Jermaine, which I thought was really, really cool and dope. Not just to Big Sean, but also to RDC themselves. Shout out to Mark Phillips in the sense of he is very authentic to the fact that he says it's gonna be me and my team.
Yeah.
Wherever I go, it's me and my team. And like to have everybody in the video, that was something that I thought was like really, really dope with Big Sean to do. It brought in a lot of viewers and connectivity for him. And again, I think he's out here really connecting with people and connecting and building kind of like his network around him. So I was really appreciative of that. And again, like I said, I kind of want to know a little bit more about these connections. And hopefully there's an interview somewhere to explain some of it. But
well, that was a part of the rollout.
yeah,
He connected with several different content creators on the internet. What's the guy that holds his phone?
Jordan the Stallion.
Jordan the Stallion?
Mm-hmm.
That's his name?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
That's weird.
Come here, bring it in. Come closer.
I did not know that.
Your millennial is showing.
Anyway, he did a video with Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm not calling him the Stallion, by the way. So you can have that. But he's leaned into using internet culture as a part of this rollout, which is I think is a great marketing tool and a great thing to continue to spread the word about this album.
Yeah.
And something that might get more streams and more sales. I think many of the songs that he's already released have over 1 million streams already. And so I think this album's going to do okay.
Yeah, I do too.
So, arbitrary rating.
Arbitrary rating. I got 3.5 Detroit Tigers caps out of 5. That's the lowest rating I think I've given, but I do really enjoy the album.
Okay.
It's just I wanted more rapping, and like the rest of it just seems like it's for them.
3.5. I would give it, because of all the songs that have been put out prior to, I think I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 Jordans. The Stallion.
Come here, bring it in. Closer. You see what he did there? Move it back out.
No.
No, I just wanted to do the thing
Let's
once.
get out of here.
Anyway, we appreciate you guys for joining us. Let us know what your rating is down in the description and the comments. We real close to 1,000, y'all. Let's get on over that hill. We'll see you in the next one. A 1 and a 2 and a peace. Say it. I'm not gonna Yo, you've never seen that before?
I've seen him, but I didn't know that's what he was called.
Oh, that. Yeah. See?
Weird.
Wait, what? This portion.
Looking for someone